Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the incredible story behind one of the most talked about and surprisingly valuable coins in American history, the 1964 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This unassuming little coin, once used for bubblegum and newspapers, now commands attention across the entire numismatic community. Believe it or not, a rare version of the 1964 D. Lincoln penny has fetched a staggering $62,981 in the current collector's market. That's right, over $62,000 for a single copper coin. Let's explore what makes this coin so historically important, what features make it valuable, and why collectors are willing to pay a fortune for it. The 1964 D. Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, identified by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the coin's obverse, right beneath Abraham Lincoln's bust. In 1964, more than 3.7 billion Lincoln cents were minted at the Denver facility alone. That's an astonishing number, making it one of the highest mintages of any Lincoln cent up to that time. Given this massive production, many would assume that the 1964 D penny is common and essentially worthless. But as seasoned collectors know, within high mintage years, there can be hidden rarities that make all the difference in the world. That's exactly what happened with this coin. To understand why this coin can be worth so much money, we must look at the historical context and minting details. The 1964 penny was the last official year of the 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc composition, commonly referred to as bronze. After that, the United States Mint began transitioning toward a different composition to reduce costs, especially during the coin shortage in the mid-1960s. Though the Lincoln penny remained mostly unchanged in appearance, small variations and striking errors became more prominent as mints were under pressure to produce large volumes in short periods of time. This high-speed minting sometimes led to rare and valuable mint errors. Among the most prized versions of the 1964 D penny are those with dramatic double die errors. These rare errors occur during the hubbing process when the die strikes the planchet more than once, but in a slightly misaligned manner, creating a doubling effect in the design. Collectors especially seek out 1964 D pennies with strong doubling on the date, the word Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." These double dies are rare, and when found in mint state condition, their value can skyrocket, but that's not all. Some examples of the 1964 D. Lincoln penny have been discovered with off-center strikes, die cracks, repunched mint marks, and even transitional errors. Transitional errors happen when a coin is struck on a planchet meant for a previous or following year's composition, creating a hybrid anomaly that collectors go crazy for. While these errors are extremely rare, they do surface from time to time, and when authenticated, they can turn a single cent into a life-changing asset. Another key factor in the value of this coin is its condition. Coin condition is measured using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor 1 to mint state 70. A regular circulated 1964 D penny in average condition may be worth just a few cents, maybe $1 or $2 in uncirculated form. But when a coin is discovered in pristine condition, untouched and preserved for decades, it becomes something entirely different. Coins graded MS-67 or higher are almost museum quality. When you combine such a high grade with a rare error, the result is a numismatic jackpot. One such jackpot occurred at a major auction house recently, where a rare variety of the 1964 D. Lincoln penny, featuring an exceptional grade, sharp strike, and a strong double die, sold for an unbelievable $62,981. This sale sent shockwaves through the coin community and reignited interest in mid-century Lincoln cents. Collectors began searching through their old penny jars, coin rolls, and inherited coin collections in hopes of uncovering a hidden gem. Now, if you're wondering how to find out if your 1964 D penny is valuable, here's what to look for. First, check the coin's overall condition. If it still has its original luster and shows minimal signs of wear, that's a good sign. Next, examine the coin carefully under a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for doubling on the date or lettering, especially Liberty and In God We Trust. Also look for mint mark variations. A repunched D mint mark can also add value. If you notice anything unusual, the next step is to get the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable third-party grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. These services not only confirm the authenticity of your coin, but also assign it a grade that can significantly impact its market value. It's also important to note that not all valuable 1964 D pennies have visible errors. Sometimes rarity lies in the coin strike, the planchet it was struck on, or other minute details. That's why many collectors recommend checking even seemingly ordinary coins, because the difference between a common cent and a rare treasure could be just a few subtle features. So why do collectors place such high value on a small copper coin? Part of it is history. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909 and is a symbol of American heritage. Another reason is rarity. As coins age and get removed from circulation, fewer pristine examples remain. And finally, there's the thrill of the hunt, the idea that you could find a $62,000 penny in your change or hidden away in a relative's old coin box. In conclusion, the 1964 D Lincoln 1-cent penny may look like just another old coin, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. With the current market value reaching as high as $62,981 for rare varieties, it's one of the most incredible finds from the mid-20th century. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about what your coins might be worth, now is the perfect time to check your stash. Your next penny might just be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin stories, and let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare or unusual penny. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck finding treasure in your pocket change. Welcome back, coin collectors, rare coin hunters, and history lovers. In today's deep dive video, we are going to explore one of the most talked about and fascinating coins in the world of American numismatics. This is the incredible 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. A coin that once rattled in millions of pockets now stuns the market with an astronomical value reaching as high as $88,373. That's right. A single 1-cent coin minted in 1972 without a mint mark can now be worth a small fortune. Let's take you back to the origins of this remarkable coin. The Lincoln 1-cent penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature the image of an actual person, and that person was none other than one of the most revered leaders in American history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin originally featured the wheat reverse design, known today as the Lincoln wheat cent. In 1959, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial in celebration of the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This reverse design continued until 2008. Now, let's fast forward to 1972. This was a time of transformation in America. The Vietnam War was raging. Technology was changing. A new generation was coming of age. And at the United States Mint, something very interesting was happening. Millions of Lincoln pennies were being struck at various locations: the Denver Mint, the San Francisco Mint, and the Philadelphia Mint. But here's the twist: coins minted in Philadelphia bore no mint mark. That's why when you come across a 1972 penny without a mint mark, you are actually looking at a coin that was struck in Philadelphia, while most 1972 no mint mark Lincoln cents are common and were struck in the hundreds of millions. There are rare versions of this coin that command enormous prices today. And we are not talking about average worn coins. We are talking about a very specific and extraordinary variety that became one of the most famous errors in modern coin history. This is the 1972 double die obverse penny. The 1972 double die obverse is what sends the value of this penny through the roof. A double die occurs when the coin die itself has been impressed twice, slightly off from each other, creating a visible doubling on the coin. On the 1972 no mint mark penny, this doubling is most noticeable on the date, the word liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." When you look at the coin under magnification, the letters and numbers appear doubled, almost as if there's a shadow. This doubling is not from a strike error or post-mint damage. It happens during the die creation process and makes the coin extremely rare and valuable to collectors. Only a small fraction of the massive 1972 penny mintage features this clear doubling, and this is where the money starts flowing. A regular 1972 no-mint mark penny in average circulated condition might be worth just a few cents. But a 1972 double-die obverse penny in brilliant uncirculated or mint state condition can sell for thousands of dollars. And in one legendary sale, a high-grade example of this double-die penny shocked the numismatic world by selling for a jaw-dropping $88,373. What made that coin so valuable? It was its condition, rarity, and the strength of the doubling. It was graded by a top-tier grading service at a very high mint state level with exceptional red luster. That means the coin retained its original copper color and showed virtually no signs of wear. This level of preservation, combined with the dramatic double-die error, made it a holy grail for serious collectors and investors. Now let's talk about how you can identify a 1972 double-die obverse penny. First, take a close look at the date. You should see a strong and noticeable doubling of the number 1, 9, 7, and 2. Then examine the letters in Liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." The doubling should be obvious to the naked eye, but using a coin loop or magnifier can help confirm it. Be cautious though. There are many minor doubling varieties and even fake versions, so it is crucial to authenticate the coin before assuming you've hit the jackpot. If you think you've found one, don't clean the coin. Don't handle it roughly. Place it in a protective coin holder and consider sending it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will professionally assess the coin, grade it, and certify whether it is the genuine double-die variety. A certified coin not only gives you peace of mind, but also increases its value dramatically when it comes time to sell. Collectors and investors around the world are constantly on the lookout for the 1972 no-mint mark double-die penny, especially those in uncirculated red condition. In recent years, the demand has surged due to coin collectors becoming more educated, digital platforms showcasing rare finds, and auctions pushing the prices higher and higher. If you manage to find one of these rare coins tucked away in an old coin jar or a family collection, you could be holding one of the most valuable modern Lincoln cents in U.S. history. To wrap it up, the 1972 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but a small portion of these coins hold an incredible secret. The double-die obverse variety transforms a simple copper penny into a collector's dream, with some fetching as much as $88,373 in today's market. That's enough to buy a luxury car, make a down payment on a house, or even start a coin business of your own. So keep your eyes open. Check your change. Search through those old penny rolls and piggy banks. Because the next time you find a 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, you might just be looking at a treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story about rare coins that could make you rich. Stay curious, stay collecting, and as always, may your next penny be the one worth a fortune. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures lying right in your pocket change. Today's episode is going to leave you speechless because we are diving deep into the rare and mysterious world of the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. That's right, this humble-looking copper coin, if you're lucky enough to find the right one, could be worth a jaw-dropping $92,872 in today's collector's market. So grab your magnifying glasses, because what you are about to learn might just change the way you look at your old penny jar forever. Let's begin with the history of this iconic coin. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, has gone through many changes over the years. But the 1981 Lincoln penny is special for several reasons. It was one of the last years that the U.S. Mint used 95% copper in the production of 1-cent coins before switching to a primarily zinc composition in mid-1982. That alone already makes early 1980s pennies more interesting to collectors who value the weight, feel, and composition of older coins. But the 1981 no-mint mark Lincoln penny stands out for more than just its copper content. The absence of a mint mark on this coin means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally did not use a mint mark for coins during this time. So, while a 1981 penny without a mint mark might seem normal to an untrained eye, it becomes incredibly valuable when paired with certain rare features, minting errors, or unusually well-preserved conditions. Now, let's talk about what really makes a 1981 no mint mark penny worth up to $92,872. First and foremost, coin grade and condition play a huge role in determining value. Coins that have been well preserved over decades, those with no scratches, no signs of circulation, and original mint luster, can be classified as MS67 or MS68, or even higher on the Sheldon coin grading scale. Coins at this level of perfection are incredibly scarce and sought after at auctions. One of the most famous examples of this penny fetching such a high price came from a private coin auction where an MS68 red specimen of the 1981 no. mint mark Lincoln penny stunned experts by selling for over $92,000. This price shocked even seasoned numismatists, but it proves how exceptional quality combined with rarity can drive a coin's market value into the stratosphere. But wait, there's more. Some rare varieties of the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark can also be worth serious money. These include double dies, off-center strikes, broad strikes, die cracks, and repunched mint marks that somehow made it onto planchets despite no visible mint mark. Each of these errors makes a coin one of a kind and adds to its collectability and value. Let's not forget about the coin's reverse design as well. The Lincoln Memorial design on the back of the penny, introduced in 1959, was used through 2008. In 1981, any die deterioration or striking errors on this reverse can also increase the value. A clear, bold strike with well-defined steps of the Lincoln Memorial, even with slight doubling in the columns or lettering, can make a huge difference to collectors seeking pristine examples of this iconic coin. Now, let's address an important point. Many people have a 1981 penny lying around, so how do you know if your coin is worth thousands? The first step is to check the condition of your penny. If it's shiny with minimal or no scratches and still has its original red color, you might be holding something special. Next, consider getting it professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate your coin's grade and verify any errors or special features. You should also carefully inspect the coin under magnification. Look for doubling on the obverse, especially in the word Liberty, the date 1981, and the motto "In God We Trust." Slight differences in spacing, engraving depth, or shadowing could indicate a valuable double die variety. On the reverse, examine the details of the Lincoln Memorial and the wording United States of America and 1 cent. Anything unusual is worth investigating. So, what's causing this dramatic rise in value for the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln cent? The answer lies in rarity, condition, collector demand, and auction trends. As high-grade examples become harder to find, demand skyrockets and collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that complete their registry sets or fill important gaps in their collection. Also, the copper value of these older pennies is increasing. Even though it's illegal to melt pennies for their metal content, copper enthusiasts know that pre-1982 pennies contain real value just from the metal alone. Combine that with numismatic rarity, and you have the perfect storm for explosive market prices. In conclusion, the 1981 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny is not just any coin. It is a treasure hiding in plain sight. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just happened to find an old penny in your change, take the time to check your 1981 cents. With the right features and condition, your coin could be worth more than you ever imagined, possibly even $92,872. If you enjoyed learning about the hidden fortune that could be hiding in your penny collection, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for more amazing coin stories. And if you think you have a rare 1981 Lincoln penny, let us know in the comments below. Who knows, your story could be featured in our next video. Until next time, happy coin hunting, and may you find that 1 in a million penny that changes your life forever. Welcome back, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and history lovers. In today's thrilling and eye-opening video, We are diving deep into the mysterious and incredibly valuable story of the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny, often overlooked in loose change, could be sitting in your pocket or jar at home right now and might just be worth a staggering $62,834 in the current collector market. So sit tight, grab a notepad, and make sure you don't miss a second, because this is 1 cent you'll want to know everything about. Let's begin by traveling back in time to the year 1996. It was a pivotal year in American history and pop culture. Bill Clinton was president of the United States. The world was celebrating the Atlanta Summer Olympics. DVDs were just beginning to be sold, and eBay was launched, changing the way people buy and sell forever. But while the world was undergoing massive changes, over at the United States Mint, an unassuming yet special coin was being produced, the 1996 Lincoln penny. Now, normally, U.S. coins are produced at one of several minting facilities, most notably Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these facilities stamps a small letter, called a mint mark, on the coins they strike. The letter D indicates the Denver Mint. The letter S is used by the San Francisco Mint. And typically, coins from the Philadelphia Mint do not carry any mint mark at all, especially when it comes to pennies. That's right, a penny without a mint mark is most often from the Philadelphia Mint. But in very rare and mysterious cases, the absence of a mint mark can actually signal a rare error, a misstrike, or even a transitional anomaly. This is exactly what makes the 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln cent so fascinating. At first glance, it might look like your everyday penny, copper-plated zinc, weighing just 2.5 grams, with the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But not all 1996 Lincoln cents are created equal. In a few very special and rare cases, the absence of a mint mark doesn't just mean it was minted in Philadelphia, it means something unusual happened during production. And it's this anomaly that can skyrocket the coin's value from just 1 cent to tens of thousands of dollars. Let's talk about the design. The obverse side of the coin features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. His initials can be seen at the bottom, just below Lincoln's shoulder. Above Lincoln's head are the words, "In God We Trust." To the left is the word liberty, and to the right is the date 1996. But here's where things get interesting. In some extremely rare 1996 pennies, the area where a mint mark should be is completely clean. While this is normal for Philadelphia minted coins, numismatists discovered that a few of these 1996 no-mint mark coins contained other anomalies, double die errors, off-center strikes, and planchet errors, making them exceedingly valuable to collectors. On the reverse of the coin is the beautiful depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, also designed by Frank Gasparo. The words United States of America, arc over the top, E pluribus unum, is centered above the memorial, and at the bottom are the words 1 cent. Simple, clean, and classically American. Yet hidden in these simple details can lie minting errors or die varieties that dramatically affect a coin's value. Now, let's talk numbers, the kind of numbers that make your jaw drop. While most 1996 Lincoln pennies are worth only face value, a very rare few with exceptional error characteristics and superb condition have sold at major auctions for extraordinary prices. We're talking 5 figures. One such 1996 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, featuring a strong double die reverse and graded in mint state condition by a top grading agency like PCGS or NGC, sold for an eye-watering $62,834. Yes, over $62,000 for a single penny. That's the kind of money that can change someone's life. But how does a penny achieve that value? It comes down to rarity, demand, condition, and historical uniqueness. Collectors worldwide are constantly searching for these gems, coins that slipped through quality control, coins with anomalies, coins in pristine condition that tell a story. And the 1996 no-mint mark penny with documented errors fits that description perfectly. If you're wondering how to find one of these treasure coins, here's what you need to do. First, check your old jars, coin rolls, pocket change, and penny collections. Examine all 1996 Lincoln cents with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. Look for any doubling in the text, especially around 1 cent, United States of America, or e pluribus unum. Also, check for any signs of off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual coloring. And always check the weight. A genuine 1996 Lincoln penny should weigh about 2.5 grams, but if you find one that's slightly heavier or lighter, it could be struck on the wrong planchet, another valuable error that could increase its worth. Next, if you believe you have a valuable coin, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can reduce its value drastically. Instead, place it in a coin flip or protective holder and consider sending it to a reputable coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company for authentication and grading. A high-grade error coin can fetch thousands more than an ungraded one dot, and now for a collector's tip. If you want to increase your chances of finding rare coins like the 1996 no mint mark penny, start coin roll hunting. Buy rolls of pennies from banks and search through them carefully. Many collectors have found rare coins this way, including wheat pennies, steel cents, and valuable error coins. It's inexpensive, exciting, and highly rewarding. So there you have it. The 1996 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny may look small and ordinary, but in the right condition and with the right error, it can be worth a fortune, in this case, an incredible $62,834. That's the magic of coin collecting. Every coin has a history. Every coin has a story. And sometimes, that story is worth more than you could ever imagine. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and value, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a valuable discovery. Drop a comment below and tell us what rare coin you've found in your collection. Who knows, maybe your story will be featured in our next video. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and always remember, 1 cent could make you rich. Welcome back to another incredible episode where we uncover some of the most shocking and valuable coin discoveries ever made in United States history. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2006 no mint mark Lincoln 1 cent penny coin, a seemingly ordinary coin that could secretly be worth a life-changing amount of money. Yes, you heard that right. This humble 1 cent coin, if it possesses the right characteristics, has been reported to carry a staggering current market value of up to $72,983. So buckle up, get comfortable, and make sure you watch until the end, because you don't want to miss the details that could turn pocket change into a fortune. Let's begin by taking a look at the origin and background of the 2006 Lincoln penny. In 2006, the United States Mint continued producing the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The Lincoln penny has become one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in American history. Typically, these pennies bear a mint mark indicating the mint where they were produced. For 2006, that would commonly be either the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark or the Denver Mint with a D mint mark. However, what makes this coin special is not merely the absence of a mint mark, which is standard for Philadelphia, but rather a combination of extreme rarity, possible minting errors, and near-perfect condition that skyrockets its value far beyond face value. Now you may be wondering, what exactly makes a 2006 no mint mark penny worth over $72,000? The answer lies in a mixture of factors: mint errors, die varieties, and condition grades. First, let's talk about error coins. Some of the most valuable 2006 Lincoln cents are those with striking mistakes, such as double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet errors. A double die coin can display a noticeable doubling of features such as the lettering, date, or Lincoln's profile. These errors occur when the coin die strikes the blank planchet more than once in slightly different positions, creating a doubling effect that is highly prized by collectors. The more dramatic the doubling, the higher the value. Another rare anomaly found in some 2006 no mint mark Lincoln pennies is the presence of what experts call a broad strike error, where the coin is struck outside of the retaining collar. This causes the penny to have a distorted or stretched appearance, and because such coins are not supposed to enter circulation, finding one in your pocket change can be like striking gold. If these coins are also in uncirculated or near mint condition, their value can rise exponentially. Grading is another critical component when determining the value of a coin. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC evaluate coins based on their condition, assigning them a grade between 1 and 70. Coins graded MS67 or higher, meaning mint state and nearly flawless, are extremely rare and in very high demand among collectors. A 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny graded MS67 or MS68, especially with a prominent error, could easily be appraised for over $72,000 at auction due to its rarity and condition. But let's not forget about the numismatic appeal and collector demand that also play a big role in skyrocketing the price. The Lincoln penny has a massive fan base across the country and even worldwide. Collectors are constantly searching for unique or rare examples to complete their sets, and they are willing to pay top dollar for coins that stand out in terms of condition, error, or historical significance. When a 2006 penny with a rare error surfaces, especially in top condition, fierce bidding wars can break out at auctions, pushing the price to unbelievable levels. In recent years, one particular 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $72,983 due to its pristine mint state condition and extremely rare off-center double-die error. This coin was preserved almost perfectly from the moment it was struck and remained untouched by circulation, making it one of the finest known examples of its kind. This is the kind of coin that becomes a centerpiece in a private collection or a museum display. So, what should you be looking for if you want to find a valuable 2006 no-mint mark penny? First, always check for unusual features. Look for doubling on the date or lettering, odd shapes, misaligned designs, off-center strikes, or even coins that appear stretched or have missing parts of the design. Then examine the coin's surface and luster. The shinier and less damaged the coin is, the higher its grade and potential value. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop and don't overlook even the smallest of details. A coin that looks normal at first glance could hide a fortune if you know what to look for. Once you suspect you have a rare coin, consider getting it authenticated and graded by a professional coin grading service. A small investment in certification can lead to huge returns if the coin turns out to be rare and valuable. And remember, rarity and demand determine value. The combination of an error, a high grade, and low population makes coins like the 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln penny true treasures. So there you have it. The 2006 no-mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny is not just a piece of copper. For some lucky finders, it has transformed into a five-figure asset, with recent sales reaching an astounding $72,983. This is why it's so important to always check your pocket change, your piggy banks, your old jars of coins, and any rolls of pennies you may get from the bank. Because the next time you see a simple 1-cent penny with the date 2006 and no mint mark, you might just be holding a hidden fortune. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on this journey through the incredible world of rare and valuable coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the next big coin discovery that could change your life. Stay curious, keep hunting, and who knows, your next treasure might already be in your pocket. See you in the next video.